Hello there, world of YouTube. This is your girl SwimmstaGal coming at you with my April Plan With Me video. For the month of April, as you guys can tell by the title, we are going to go with Toilet Bound Hanako Kun, which is a newer anime to me. I've actually just recently started watching it and I just really fell in love with the animation and style of the art. To start off, per usual, we're taking out our thick boy Pigma Micron, and actually this time we did it in a size 10 for the title, filled in the lettering, and per usual I went with the 08 to outline the characters. This, for me, I feel anyways, helps differentiate between, you know, the three that we're currently drawing right now, but it makes it easier basically for the eye to distinguish what, like, you know, what belongs to who, at least to me. And also, you know, on the inside we're just going in with the smaller micron. In this case, usually I was using the 03, but for this one in particular I went with the 02 just because there's some finer lines, there's some like nail polish tub, there's like a little bit more details that I wanted to make sure I was able to get a lot easier. Now, for this spread in particular, I went and did something completely different, which is a lot of color, which is something I didn't do for my previous spreads. And here I'm going in with some Sakura jelly roll pens. This is like the neon orange and the neon pink. And I'm doing this before I go in and drawing the characters, just so I can give the gel a little bit more time to dry so it doesn't transfer when I, you know, close the page and move on to the next spread. Now, I particularly chose like really bright colors just because, to me, I know that in the anime the art is like, you know, or like the color choices are a little bit on the darker side than they are as opposed to, you know, going with neon. But I saw the anime and I was like, I don't know, I just want color, and I was like, we're gonna do color for this role. And I have a lot of stationery that's just, you know, being stationed somewhere, so I was like, let's go ahead and use it. In this particular scene, the background of it was like an orange to yellow kind of sunset thing, so I just went ahead and mimicked that with the gels. Moving on to the time log, I pulled out an acrylograph. Yeah, those were like collecting dust because I was not going to use them, but I pulled out a dark purple and a baby blue or sky blue acrylograph for the titles of my time log and my trackers, which in this case it was just the habit tracker for the page. The reason I chose the baby blue in particular was just because that's like the color of the shirt uniforms that some of the guys wear. And again, just to tie in the color choice, I went with the title for trackers. I did the numbers in blue and purple, used the eyeliner and blue as well to highlight the days, and moved on to the brain dump. Again, in this case, I pulled out a deep blue or royal blue jelly roll from the neon collection just because it popped out quite a bit. Here I'm using, it's like a reddish pink, not a true red, although that's what the camera is pulling. It's more of a like a deep, like burnt pink, I guess we would call it. I would have gone with red, but I don't have the red one. I just actually recently bought it for that reason. But yeah, I went with the one that was closest resemblance to red. And an ongoing theme for the characters I decided to draw in here are like the main ones that we're exposed to, which is Nin, Hanako himself, and Koi. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of those names, but yeah. I also went with one of the I forgot what they're called, the seven wonders, I believe, and this one in particular, I believe her name is Yako. Please excuse me if I'm wrong, but just off the top of my head I do believe that's what it is. I did something different for this one. My weeklies were on a 2-page spread as opposed to doing a Dutch door like I did for my March theme. And I just made 4 equal sized, like, you know, square bubbles to just kind of signify for a block of a week, since I don't daily plan. So basically each little square you guys are going to see is a block for a week in the month of April. And the circles you guys see on the side right here are actually going to be my mood trackers, where I'm going to divide them into, like, you know, 15 and 15. And the little figures you guys see here have no significance other than the fact that I needed to put the color code for my mood trackers somewhere. And I just figured, just to add a little bit more pizzazz to the title, I went ahead and just did random shapes. Now, moving on to the last spread, which is usually always my memory spread, I went in with this pink-y, like, coral color from the Acrylographs pen set. And the bottom corner, it's a picture of, like, an image of Hanako and Nin. I don't know if I'm wrong for this, but I really do ship them. I don't know about you guys. I just think they work super well together. I'm barely, like, halfway through season 1, but I'm just in love with, I don't know, I just really do picture them together. I know it's kind of wrong because, you know, Hanako's like a ghost / dead, but you never know. We don't know where this anime is going to take us, so fingers crossed for a happy ending. I don't know. Anybody that's read the manga, let us know in the comments. But yeah, that was actually it for this spread. It was pretty simple, especially compared to the last spread I did. That was a lot more, you know, artistic, but it's all good. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. I will see you guys hopefully on time for the next one. Bye.